The Sauna Pod, Episode 8, Building a Super Team with Leadership and Strategy. Building the Castles of the Mind. I've always loved the idea of two castles standing side by side, each growing and evolving, supported by the strength of its foundations. Picture these castles as powerful empires, each distinct, yet deeply interconnected. In this analogy, the castles can represent the separate realms of our minds, two distinct parts with their own purpose, yet working together. Alternatively, they can symbolize the power of collaboration itself, how two entities, when united by a common path and shared resources, can thrive and grow stronger together. Whether we are talking about the internal dynamics of our own minds or the strength found in collaboration, both require mutual support, communication, and shared purpose to truly flourish. Now, between these castles is a well-paved path, an avenue that connects them, a direct route for citizens, messengers, and resources to travel back and forth. This pathway is vital. It's where information flows, where ideas are exchanged, and where the foundation of both castles is supported by the flow of communication and shared resources. In the same way, our minds are interconnected, exchanging information, resources, and insights that shape our perceptions, decisions, and actions. The citizens of these castles, our thoughts, emotions, experiences, travel along this path constantly, bringing with them new knowledge, challenges, and ideas. But just like the castles, the strength of the connection between our two minds, the logical and the emotional, the conscious and the subconscious, determines how well we can build, sustain, and protect our inner empires. So, in today's episode, we're going to explore how these two castles work together, how to maintain and strengthen that crucial connection, and how building the right mental infrastructure can lead to greater success in life. At the end of the day, the castles are not isolated. They thrive because of the constant communication and exchange between them. Similarly, our minds are most powerful when the different realms within us work together in harmony. The collaboration between our thoughts, feelings, and experiences form the foundation upon which we build our inner worlds, guiding us toward growth, understanding, and success. Just as the strength of the path between the two castles supports their evolution, the flow of ideas, resources, and emotional understanding between different parts of ourselves empowers us to build stronger, more resilient lives. And this is true not just within us, but between us as individuals. The strength of human collaboration, whether in relationships, teams, or communities, is what allows our collective minds to grow, adapt, and evolve. So the next time you think about your own mental architecture, remember, the most powerful empires are the ones where connection, communication, and collaboration are at the core. Together, we build something greater. This analogy serves as a metaphor for how we, as individuals, build our mental landscape, draw from both the logical and emotional parts of our minds, and understanding how these two castles must communicate to form a cohesive whole. It's about making sure both areas of our mind are strong, connected, and working together in harmony. In this episode of the Sauna Pod, we're diving into the key elements of building a super team, one that's high-performing, cohesive, and driven by shared goals. Whether you are leading a team or collaborating as part of one, we'll explore proven strategies for creating a winning dynamic. From cultivating trust and communication to fostering individual strengths, we'll discuss the science behind team performance and how you can apply these principles to build a team that excels together. Overview: building a super team. Creating a high-performing, cohesive team requires more than just assembling skilled individuals. It involves crafting an environment where trust, clear communication, and shared vision drive success. At the heart of every super team is a deep sense of purpose and a commitment to collective goals. with each member contributing their unique talents. To achieve peak performance, teams must balance individual strengths with collaborative dynamics, fostering an atmosphere that encourages innovation, problem solving, and sustained growth. Understanding the science of team performance, historical examples, and leadership strategies can help you build and sustain a team that thrives even under pressure. This guide explores the key elements that make up a super team, from cultivating trust and communication to leveraging diversity and setting clear goals. It also delves into leadership strategies that empower individuals and ensure that every team member feels valued. Whether you are managing a sports team, a corporate project, or any group working toward a common purpose, this framework can be applied to foster an environment where excellence flourishes and results are achieved. By mastering these principles, you'll be equipped to lead a team that is not only effective but resilient. You'll learn how to handle conflict, empower your members, set goals, create a culture that thrives on diversity, inclusion, and mutual respect. Ultimately, the goal is to create a team dynamic that's greater than the sum of its parts, where each member is motivated, supported, and focused on achieving collective success. This holistic approach ensures that your team remains strong and high performing, no matter the challenges it faces. Super team excitement and passion. Everyone loves the idea of being part of a super team. There's an undeniable excitement that comes with the prospect of joining forces with like-minded individuals who are all working toward a common goal. Whether you are building a business, launching a creative project, or starting a movement, there's something magnetic about the concept of a super team, the energy, the vision, the promise of success. It draws people in. If you know anything about starting a movement, you understand that constructing a super team is one of the easiest ways to get people to hop on the rocket ship with you. Why? Because a well-formed, high-performing team creates an aura of excitement and possibility that is contagious. When people see a group of passionate, driven individuals working together toward a clear and inspiring goal, it ignites their own enthusiasm. They want to be part of that energy, that momentum. They want to contribute to something bigger than themselves, and the excitement of working with a super team fuels that desire. A super team isn't just about individual talent. It's about creating a collective force that radiates passion and purpose. It's the embodiment of the idea that together anything is possible. When people see that kind of unity and commitment, they don't just want to join. They feel like they need to be a part of it. The excitement and passion that comes from working within a super team can be a powerful motivator, not just for achieving goals, but for inspiring others to join the journey. Building a team and friendship, the power of relationships. There's a saying that you will end up like the 3 closest friends you hang out with. At first, this may seem like a superficial observation, but when you think about it, it's quite profound. The people we surround ourselves with shape our mindset, our values, and our behaviors. But ultimately, it comes down to personal choice. You have the power to decide who you allow into your inner circle, who you choose to learn from, and who you will invest your time in. While some people may feel limited by their circumstances, the rise of technology provides us with an incredible advantage. Access to vast amounts of knowledge, resources, and the ability to connect with anyone, anywhere. The internet has made it easier than ever to curate the people, stories, and content that influence you. So whether you are looking for role models, historical figures to learn from, or even just exploring your own path, there are endless opportunities for growth. Some people may criticize social media as a waste of time, but it can be an incredibly powerful tool if used correctly. It allows you to learn, grow, and discover new perspectives. The beauty of social media is that you are the architect of your own narrative. You have the freedom to choose who you listen to, what content you engage with, and how you shape your view of the world. With enough exposure to valuable insights and diverse opinions, you can refine your perspective and elevate your thinking. Don't passively consume content, actively embrace it. Connect with like-minded individuals, explore ideas, and use these platforms to fuel your personal development. The importance of trust and kindness in building a team. When it comes to building a strong team, two qualities stand out above all others: trustworthiness and kindness. These are the cornerstones of any meaningful relationship, whether in personal friendships or professional partnerships, while other attributes like adaptability, intellectual ability, or charisma are valuable. Without trust and kindness, a team will struggle to function effectively. Trust is the glue that holds everything together, and the kindness creates an environment where people feel valued and supported. These two qualities create a culture of collaboration, ensuring that everyone is working toward the same goals with respect and mutual understanding. Building a team is not just about finding people with the right skills, it's about finding people you can rely on and who will treat you and others with respect. This is where many people go wrong with forming relationships. You might be drawn to someone because they are charismatic or because they bring something exciting to the table. But if they aren't trustworthy or kind, the foundation of the relationship will eventually crumble. When you are starting from scratch, it's important to invest in relationships that are built on these principles. Starting from scratch, building relationships from the ground up. Let's say you are starting with no connections, no team, no partners, and you are feeling like you're beginning from zero. How do you go about building relationships? It's simpler than you might think. Start with common ground. Find something you are both passionate about, whether it's a hobby, a cause, or a business idea. Once you've established that shared interest, you can begin to build rapport and explore where the relationship can go. As you start listing potential team members, whether they'll be lifelong friends or valuable business partners, it's essential to observe and analyze them carefully. It's easy to get caught up in someone's potential or their obvious talents, but don't let that cloud your judgment. Pay attention to their actions over time, especially when it comes to trustworthiness. Ask yourself, if they say you will do something, would they follow through? For example, if a friend says they'll call you after the gym, did they follow through? Or do they regularly break commitments? Trust is built on consistency, so it's important to observe how people treat you and others in different situations. Lessons from personal experience. Business with a best friend. When I decided to start a business with my closest friend, someone I've known since childhood, I faced a lot of backlash. People told me things like, "You shouldn't do that, you'll ruin your relationship," and "it won't work." But so far, it's been one of the best decisions I've made. It may be because my friend and I share many similarities, such as a calm nature and patience, but I truly believe it's because we both have an unwavering belief in each other and in the partnership. We trust that no matter what obstacles we face or conflicts we encounter, we'll get through it. We see every challenge as just a small speck in the grand scheme of things, a minor bump in the road toward achieving our greater goals. Transparency and strong communication have been key to our success. We hold each other to high standards and push each other to do our best. We know that for this to work, we have to be honest, clear, and supportive with each other. We both recognize that business isn't just about financial success, it's about growing together, facing challenges head on, and having each other's backs no matter what. The value of shared struggles, pushing through together. One thing I've learned through both business and personal relationships is that some of the most painful, annoying, and difficult experiences are also the most memorable and bonding. These are the moments that truly bring people closer together. Whether it's pushing yourself to the limit at the gym or navigating the stresses of starting a business with a close friend, these challenges test your resilience and strengthen your bond. They teach you that setbacks are just temporary, and the rewards often come from the journey, not just the destination. Starting something difficult, like a business or a fitness journey, with a close friend can make the experience not only more enjoyable but also more meaningful. The key is that you both have the right mentality. You trust each other, communicate properly, and are committed to pushing through the hard times together. The struggles will come, but so will the triumphs, and you'll come out of it stronger and more connected than before. Final thoughts. Embrace the challenge and build meaningful relationships. Ultimately, building a team or meaningful relationships requires patience, trust, and shared vision. Relationships, whether personal or professional, are built over time and require effort from both sides. If you're willing to invest in those relationships, whether it's through communication, shared goals, or working through tough situations together, you will create a strong foundation for success. Embrace the challenges, learn from others, and use the tools at your disposal, whether that's social media, technology, or real-life connections, to build the team that will help you rise. Remember, you are the architect of your own narrative, and the people you surround yourself with will play a pivotal role in your journey. The science of team performance. At its core, team performance hinges on understanding the complex psychological and social dynamics that drive human behavior. It's not just about what each person brings to the table individually, it's about how those individual contributions come together. One of the most profound insights from brain science is that when people work together toward a common goal, their brains begin to sync up, both physiologically and psychologically. This phenomenon is called collective brain, or a group mind. In collaborative environments, the brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which not only fosters trust and cooperation, but also enhances cognitive function. When teams are cohesive, members are more likely to experience a state of flow, a mental state where focus and productivity are at their peak. Flow occurs when team members work so seamlessly together that their actions feel almost automatic, like a finely tuned machine. But this synchronization requires understanding the subtle social dynamics of human behavior, from nonverbal cues to emotional intelligence, and how these interact to drive collaboration, creativity, and productivity. Studies have shown that the most successful teams leverage not only cognitive diversity, the variety of problem-solving approaches, but also emotional intelligence to foster a supportive yet challenging environment where ideas can be freely shared and tested. When teams feel both supported and challenged, they are more likely to succeed and innovate. Historical examples of super teams. Sometimes the best lessons for building a super team come from history's greatest examples. Take the Apollo 11 mission. For example, when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin first set foot on the moon in 1969, they weren't alone. They were part of a highly coordinated team of scientists, engineers, and support staff who worked together seamlessly under immense pressure. It wasn't just Armstrong's courage and Aldrin's technical skills that made the mission successful, it was the support structure, the meticulously designed roles, and the commitment to the mission's greater goal. Similarly, the 1992 U.S. men's basketball team, the Dream Team, is an excellent example of individual brilliance working together. Composed of legends like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird, the Dream Team didn't simply win. They dominated. The key to their success wasn't just talent, but their ability to trust each other's skills and focus on a common goal, the gold medal. Every player understood their role and how their strengths contributed to the team's collective success. What made these teams exceptional? They shared a vision and aligned on shared values. They didn't just focus on individual accolades, but on working toward something greater. The lessons here are timeless. Exceptional teams don't simply emerge from talent. They are cultivated with trust, communication, and clear goals. Cultivating trust within a team. Trust is the foundation upon which every high-performing team is built. Without trust, collaboration breaks down, communication falters, and progress stagnates. Think of trust as the glue that holds a team together. It allows individuals to take risks, share their ideas, and rely on each other to perform their best. But trust isn't something that can be forced. It's built over time through consistent actions. Research in social psychology reveals that trust is deeply rooted in vulnerability. When team members are willing to share openly, admit mistakes, and seek help when needed, they create an environment where everyone feels comfortable doing the same. This openness fosters psychological safety, a term coined by Harvard professor Amy Edmondson, which is essential for teams to innovate and perform. Building trust within a team requires clear and consistent communication, as well as the willingness to follow through on promises. As a leader or team member, demonstrating reliability and integrity is the most effective way to earn and maintain trust. When trust is present, teams can handle even the most difficult challenges with resilience and confidence. Effective communication for our high-performing teams. Communication is the lifeblood of any high-performing team, but effective communication is not just about speaking clearly, it's about listening deeply and making sure everyone's voice is heard. In fact, studies show that teams who practice active listening, where team members genuinely engage with and reflect on each other's ideas, are more likely to innovate and collaborate successfully. Clear, open communication is especially important in virtual teams where face-to-face interaction is limited. In these settings, it's crucial to create structures that ensure everyone stays connected, whether through regular check-ins, collaborative platforms, or video meetings that simulate in-person conversations. In fact, research has shown that video calls foster better connection and engagement compared to text-based communication. An essential element of effective communication is the ability to give and receive feedback. High-performing teams don't shy away from honest, constructive criticism. Instead, they embrace feedback as an opportunity for growth. This creates an environment where team members feel empowered to improve and push the boundaries of what they can achieve. Fostering individual strengths and talents. Every person brings unique skills and experiences to a team. The key to building a super team is recognizing and leveraging these individual strengths. Teams that are successful don't require everyone to be the same. They celebrate diversity in skills, backgrounds, and perspectives. Research in organizational behavior highlights the importance of strengths-based team building. By identifying each person's core strengths, whether it's creativity, analytical thinking, problem solving, or leadership, teams can distribute tasks in a way that maximizes productivity and enhances collaboration. Think of a team like a puzzle. Each piece is different, but together they form a perfect picture. Leveraging individual talents also means providing team members with the freedom to excel in areas where they are naturally gifted. This autonomy fosters a sense of ownership and pride in one's contributions, leading to greater engagement and performance. The power of diversity and inclusion in teams. The benefits of diversity in teams are well documented. Research has consistently shown that diverse teams outperform homogeneous teams in problem solving, creativity, and decision making. Why? Because they bring different perspectives to the table, which challenges conventional thinking and fosters more innovative solutions. Creating an inclusive environment goes beyond just assembling a diverse group. It means valuing and integrating those different perspectives. In an inclusive team, everyone feels comfortable expressing their ideas and knows that their voice matters. This sense of belonging is essential for individuals to feel motivated and contribute fully to the team's success. Inclusive teams are more adaptive, resilient, and better equipped to tackle complex challenges. Whether it's solving a business problem, navigating a crisis, or generating new ideas, teams that embrace diversity have a distinct advantage in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world. Setting clear goals and expectations. Clear goals and expectations are the roadmap to success for any team. Without a shared understanding of the end goal, team members can become disoriented and their efforts can become fragmented. One effective strategy is to set SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals that align with the team's vision. These goals provide a clear direction and give team members a sense of purpose. Additionally, clarifying each person's role within the team ensures that everyone knows their responsibilities and how their work contributes to the team's success. When expectations are transparent and aligned, teams can work more efficiently and avoid misunderstandings. Conflict resolution and maintaining team cohesion. Conflicts are inevitable in any team, but the way they are handled can determine a team's long-term success. Healthy teams don't avoid conflict. They embrace it as an opportunity for growth. Studies have shown that teams who approach conflict with a growth mindset, viewing challenges as chances to improve, are more likely to maintain cohesion and performance under pressure. Effective conflict resolution requires empathy and active listening. When team members feel heard and understood, even during disagreements, it strengthens trust and unity. A good leader knows how to mediate conflicts and turn them into opportunities to reinforce the team's shared goals and values. Leadership strategies for building a super team. Leadership is critical in building a super team. The most effective leaders don't just direct, they inspire, empower, and support. Leadership involves creating a vision, aligning the team around it, and making sure everyone is equipped to succeed. Studies in transformational leadership show that leaders who empower their teams to take ownership and make decisions drive better results than those who micromanage. Moreover, great leaders know how to foster accountability without micromanaging. They set clear expectations and then trust their team members to take the lead. This fosters a sense of autonomy and confidence within the team, which leads to higher performance. Sustaining high performance over time. Once a team is performing at a high level, the challenge is to maintain that momentum over time. High-performing teams are at risk of burnout, especially when the pressure to succeed is constant. To sustain high performance, it's essential to promote work-life balance, recognize achievements, and offer support when needed. Strategies like regular team-building activities, feedback loops, and celebrating milestones help maintain morale and cohesion. Teams that are able to celebrate small wins along the way are more likely to stay motivated and energized for the long haul. Building the ideologies, pillars, and foundations for success. When building a high-performing team, one of the most crucial elements to focus on is the ideologies and pillars that will guide your team's growth and direction. Just like any strong empire, a team needs solid foundations, values, principles, and expectations that define its purpose, culture, and trajectory. These aren't just abstract concepts. They are the framework upon which everything else is built. At the heart of any successful team is a set of shared ideologies, the guiding beliefs and philosophies that steer decision-making, behavior, and interactions. These ideologies create a sense of unity, providing a common language and purpose that everyone on the team can rally behind. For example, in a corporate setting, this might be a focus on innovation, customer satisfaction, and integrity. In a sports team, it could revolve around resilience, teamwork, and discipline. These ideologies act as the team's moral compass, reminding everyone of the larger mission and how their individual roles contribute to the collective success. Then comes the pillars, the specific behaviors, principles, and actions that uphold these ideologies. These are the practical aspects of your team's culture that keep everyone aligned and accountable. Pillars can include things like transparency and communication, mutual respect, a focus on continuous improvement, and a commitment to personal and collective accountability. These pillars act as the backbone of your team, ensuring that all the members are held to the same high standards and can rely on one another to fulfill their roles. Finally, the foundations are the bedrock of the team, the core expectations that define the operational and emotional structure of how the team functions. These are the ground rules that everyone must agree upon, whether they relate to work ethic, collaboration, or the handling of conflict. When the foundations are laid properly, the team can weather storms together, adapt to new challenges, and thrive under pressure. Whether it's how decisions are made, how feedback is given, or how conflicts are resolved, a solid foundation allows the team to work forward with confidence and cohesion. The science of preventing burnout. Sustainable success. As important as it is to establish strong ideologies, pillars, and foundations, a team's ability to maintain high performance over time is directly tied to preventing burnout. Burnout is a significant threat to any team's long-term success, and its effects can be devastating. However, scientific research has provided us with several key strategies to help prevent burnout and ensure sustainable success. 1. Autonomy and control. Research has shown that one of the best ways to prevent burnout is by ensuring that team members feel they have a sense of autonomy and control over their work. According to Decky and Ryan's self-determination theory, SDT, people are more motivated and less prone to burnout when they feel they have control over their tasks and can make decisions that align with their values. A team leader can foster this by giving team members ownership of their roles and empowering them to make choices about how they approach their work. This autonomy increases engagement and reduces feelings of helplessness, which can be a primary contributor to burnout. 2. Social support and trust. Another critical factor in preventing burnout is social support. Burnout is much less likely when team members feel supported by one another and trust that their colleagues have their back. According to research from the American Psychological Association, APA, strong social support networks with a team help buffer the effects of stress and prevent emotional exhaustion. Cultivating a team culture of open communication, mutual respect, and empathy helps foster this sense of support. Team members who feel heard and understood are much more resilient and less likely to experience the emotional depletion that leads to burnout. 3. Psychological safety. Psychological safety is another scientifically backed strategy that can protect a team from burnout. In this groundbreaking research on high-performing teams, Harvard professor Amy Edmondson found that teams with high levels of psychological safety, where individuals feel safe to speak up, share ideas, and make mistakes without fear of judgment, are far more resilient to burnout. When team members know they are in an environment where they can take risks, ask for help, and fail without repercussions, they experience lower level of stress and greater engagement. This sense of security fosters creativity, innovation, and problem solving, all of which help teams adapt to challenges without burning out. 4. Workload balance and recovery. A critical yet often overlooked factor in preventing burnout is the importance of workload balance and recovery. The Job Demands Resources Model, JDR, suggests that burnout occurs when job demands exceed the available resources to meet them. When teams are overloaded with tasks, lack sufficient breaks, or don't have adequate resources to perform their jobs, burnout is inevitable. To avoid this, leaders should prioritize workload distribution, ensure regular breaks, and encourage time off to recharge. Regular micro breaks, brief moments to step away from tasks, have been shown to improve focus and productivity. Additionally, longer recovery periods, such as vacation time or mental health days, are vital to prevent chronic stress from taking hold. 5. Meaningful work and purpose. One of the strongest antidotes to burnout is ensuring that team members find meaning and purpose in their work. Research on purpose-driven work has shown that people who feel their work contributes to something larger than themselves, whether it's a cause, an organizational goal, or a community, are significantly less likely to experience burnout. This is why establishing clear team ideologies and goals is so important. When the team understands why they are working together and sees the positive impact of their efforts, it provides a sense of fulfillment that keeps energy levels high and burnout at bay. Leaders can reinforce this sense of purpose by regularly communicating the team's mission and celebrating small wins that contribute to the larger goal. Creating a culture of balance and long-term success. In conclusion, to build a truly high-performing team, you need more than just the right skills and a shared goal. You need to establish strong ideologies, pillars, and foundations that guide the team while also implementing scientifically backed strategies to prevent burnout. By focusing on autonomy, trust, social support, psychological safety, and meaningful work, you create a sustainable and resilient team. A team that works hard, together, with a clear mission and the support of each other, can achieve extraordinary things while protecting its most valuable asset, its people. The path to success isn't just about achieving goals. It's about creating an environment where people can thrive, grow, and maintain their energy over the long term. Building this kind of team culture is the key to unlocking sustained performance and making sure your empire continues to rise day by day. Key takeaways for building a winning team. Building a super team requires trust, clear goals, effective communication, and an environment where individual strengths are leveraged. As a leader or team member, it's essential to foster a culture of collaboration and respect while focusing on the team's collective success. In the end, it's not just about individual brilliance. It's about working together, pushing boundaries, and achieving greatness as a unified force. With the right strategies, your team can achieve not just success, but sustained excellence in any field. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, be sure to follow me on social media to stay up to date with my journey.